everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and welcome back to GTA 5, and welcome to the latest DLC. This one sort of slipped under my radar. I completely missed this one. I've been sort of not really paying attention because it's been Christmas, and this thing just popped up, and there's a bunch of new cars in it, so I thought I would check them out in today's video. So, one thing that I am going to note here is as soon as I move to one side, I have a feeling that ones on the other side of this load of cars here are going to despawn in classic GTA style. So, we're just going to go over here and just hope that things don't despawn. How are we doing? We're doing okay for now. Okay. So, the first two cars are Range Rover Evoque type cars. What are they called? They're called the Galavanta. Can we go to first person mode? There we go. They're called the Galavanta. And you can get these by going to, when you go onto your thing here, your trainer. For some reason, on the one that I'm using, all these cars aren't in it, so you have to type in the name manually. So to get these, you have to type in Baller 2 or Baller 3. Baller was the original Land Rover type car that we had in this game. It's all a bit confusing. But one thing I should also note is if we go to our phones and go to internet, and we go to where we're supposed to buy these things from, they're not there. The latest cars that we've got are the ill-gotten gains cars, and this is probably just another case of Rockstar just only wanting this stuff to be bought online. I don't know why that's not been put into single player. Don't really understand. So the difference between these two cars, I'm not completely sure on. We're just going to look at these at face value. I can see that this one is covered in carbon fiber in all of the details. Look, all the sports cars are just gone. That's annoying. There's all carbon fiber around this one, and it's got different wheels. And this one seems more like a base model, and that one's more like a sports model. Moving on to these ones. These are the shafter cars. Now, one of these is the V12, and I think it's actually this one. This one is the V12, and this one is the LWB. Now, they look completely identical. However, the V12, from what I understand, is now the fastest top speed car in the game. Faster than all of the supercars combined, but because it's got a slower acceleration, it takes a lot of time getting there, which is why it's probably not a good idea to start replacing that with supercars if you're going to start racing, because it's actually quite slow on the uptake. But it is, as far as I know, one of the fastest cars now for top speed. Moving on, we have these two interesting cars right here. These are the Cognoscentes. I don't know what they're based on. I have no idea. I guess it, like, grille seems kind of Bentley-esque, but I'm not completely sure. So, as you can see here, this is the standard one here. It's sort of like a stretched style car, like a Maybach or something like that. And then we have this one, which is amazing. This is the armored version, as you can see from the wheels, the fact that it's got matte black paint. It's also got completely bulletproof windows. I don't know if, let's just shoot this and see what happens. There you go, you can see, oh, I've actually shattered it. Oh, there we go, we do actually go through. Apparently this is meant to have bulletproof windows. Apparently not, but it did take a lot more to get through. Because as you can see, look, there's the bullet hole there, which is quite small. And if we do it on another car, yeah, see, there we go. So it's basically just a stronger window, but not completely bulletproof, as we've proved here. But it looks really cool. There's things on the sides. You can see like this sort of ribbon, which is meant to be, I guess, so people can't really shoot for it compared to other cars. I'm not completely sure. And also, we have this. This is a limo. Again, all bulletproof windows, all bulletproof on the side, and it's got a turret in it. Now, I don't know how we're going to control this. Let's just jump in. By the way, when you modify these cars, they've all got sort of the basic same modifying things. There's nothing really special with them, so I'm not going to take them into here. But I will take the other three sports cars in there in just a moment. So I don't really understand now how I'm supposed to use this to shoot exactly. I'm pressing buttons. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I don't know if this is something that we can control, or if I go to F4 here, we do actually have, let's just go back. In the new enhanced native trainer, there's now bodyguards, because bodyguards was added in this DLC update as well. So if we go to spawn bodyguard Trevor, what's he going to do? Oh, he doesn't want to spawn. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we've got him. There we go. Now we've got him on the turret. Oh, I see. It's because they've all spawned inside. I just got a car full of Trevors. Okay, so now, if I... Hang on, I don't know if I've got... let's just check. I want to see if we've got the ability to be chased by the police here. Okay, so we can get police attention. So, I think that's cause for celebration. We should go out and try and get into a police chase. There we go. And I can see, I think Trevor's actually starting to get into it because I can see him shooting stuff. And all the other bodyguards are shooting stuff as well. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, so all the bodyguards are going to shoot stuff and Trevor's going to shoot stuff from the turret in the top. Oh, this is amazing. Let's just actually just go down to where I can see the police cars are so we can start shooting at them. So I'm not going to shoot at them from now on. I want to see what the bodyguards and Trevor do. Here we go. Oh, yes, look. Here we go. He's now shooting at him. There we go. All of them inside. Plus Trevor on the top. Oh, God. That is amazing. And we didn't blow up either. Oh, that is fantastic. This is absolutely brilliant. Right, turn around, Trevor. Trevor, look behind you, dude. Look behind you, dude. Oh, this is just amazing. So now we can have bodyguards, at least when we've got this trainer selected, in single player too, which is good because most of this DLC, in fact, all of the DLCs we get now are supposed to be like online only, which is just such BS. I hate it. And now we have to have mods just to get them back into single player. It sucks, but at least, thankfully, modders are here. So that's everything done for the main set of cars. Some of them just look like they're very plain. They look like they could easily blend in. It's almost like if you didn't know they've been added, you may not have even noticed unless you checked online on their store. But that is all of the new cars apart from the sports ones. Right, let's just get rid of the police right here. And now let's check out the sports cars. Although I think my army of Trevors might... I don't know. I'm going to leave my army of Trevors. This is ridiculous. You can also set, by the way, you can set bodyguards to be loads of different models and stuff. You can change NPCs. We can get Abigail Mathers, whoever that is. I think she's actually one of the new characters. We can spawn her in. There we go. We can spawn her in like that. How many can we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bodyguards. That is just insane. Okay. Right, let's get back. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to check out the last 3 sports cars and take them to here to see what we can do with them. Okay, so this bodyguards thing's going to get really awkward because this is a 2-seater. So I'm going to dismiss all my bodyguards and let them all go. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. This is the Mamba. Pretty nice looking car, but it looks very similar to a car we've seen before, but I can't remember what the name is. Let's go inside and see what we can do. Okay, so we can do armor, brakes, engine, exhaust. Let's see what we've got for that one. We've got a stock, or we've got the big bore. Slightly different looking. We've got different hoods as well, so we can get rid of that hood scoop if we don't want it. Or we can have a secondary scooped hood. How does that look different? That looks pretty much the same. I don't really understand what those are. The stock and the secondary scoop look the same. Although I think it's slightly smaller or slightly bigger. Slightly different. Then we have a carbon scooped version and then a carbon flat version. I'm going to go for the carbon flat one because I think that looks pretty cool. We can have the horns as well. What do we got here? We've got loops. We've got all these different musical ones. There we go. They're all the same. Nothing else has been added there. We've got our lights, plates. Again, all the same as usual. I'm going to go for blue because I'm going to keep this blue, I think. We're going to go for roof. We can stick the roof on. Oh, that's cool. That looks really nice with the roof. Then we've got suspension, lowered suspension, transmission, turbo, wheels, windows. So nothing really extravagant with this one. Just new exhaust and a new bonnet. A new hood, as you'd like to call it. And we can change the wheels. They're all going to look a bit weird. I think the standard wheels look best. There we go. That's the first one. That is the Mamba. That's actually a really nice looking car. And it really looks nice in that blue that it spawned in as well. Really, really nice. Okay, let's move on to the second one. As you can see here, because Trevor's been dismissed, he's just gonna sit in it. Can I shoot him? I cannot, but I can blow up the car. Wait, who's shooting at me? Who's shooting at me? Who's shooting at me? Oh, wait, what? The Trevors just shot the 2 female bodyguards. What the hell is going on? Okay, so the second car is the Nightshade. And I recognize the front of this, but I'm not even going to pretend to know what car it's from. But I think it looks Camaro-y? I don't know. I'm sure you guys will know. I don't know much about American cars, as I'm sure you guys know from previous videos. But I'm sure you could tell me in the comments. By the way, as I've noted with other videos, I'm not answering questions and stuff for the remainder of this year. all the questions you ask will be combined and put into a Q&A video at some point in the new year. Just so you guys know. It's because I'm recording them all in bulk and I can't really keep up with it. So in this one, we've got all bumpers. We can change front bumpers. Extended chin spoiler. Wow, that is extended. Good lord. We've got rear bumpers with a wheelie bar. Okay, let's go for that one. We've got all the engine upgrades. Exhaust. We've got a side exit. Or we've got the stock one on the back. Let's go for a side exit because that looks pretty badass. We've got changing of grille. We've got the stock one. We've got the chrome. We've got the chrome sports grille. And the chrome fully. I think out of all of those, that one or that one. I'm going to go for that one. I think that one looks pretty cool. On hoods, we've got performance hood, scooped hood, single intake bug catcher, of course, and the triple intake. And also, I've just noticed, we've also got cables going down into... What is that for? What is that for? I'm not going to pretend to know what that is for either. I'm sure you guys can tell me. Is that just like a bonnet latch? Or is that like part of wiring for a cooler or some sort? I don't really know. But I'm going to go for that because that I'm just going to go for as wild as possible. Doesn't have to look good. It's just to show off all the new stuff. We've got all the lights, respray, roll cage we can have in there. That's pretty sweet. We can have a spoiler. That one's horrible. Low level, drag. That one's like sticking out quite far. A ducktail, which is my usual go-to. Or the stock car. Okay, that looks a bit too silly because that is really small. I'm going to go for the ducktail spoiler. And we've got suspension. Knock that down. That looks pretty sweet. Transmission, turbo, wheels, windows. Okay, let's just change the color of this one for something else. Oh, I've just noticed it's actually a two-tone. Oh, that's good. Blue and white. Oh, that was it. I just stumbled onto that, but that's going to work. And there is our rather strange looking. It does look a bit odd, I admit. It does look rather weird. And I'm just going to keep the wheel standard. Those wheels that are on it are actually pretty nice. I'm going to keep it on that one. Here we go. We're not going to do a wheelie. Oh, there's no need for the wheelie bar. And there's loads of dead Trevors everywhere. Lovely. Okay, so that is that one. That is the Nightshade. Okay, so now on to the third car, which is called the Vernier. And this looks amazing. First of all, those wheels really need to be on, just to be put on any car. They need to be sold in Los Santos Customs because they look amazing. And this car looks kind of like, from the back, it looks like that, is it German? It's like the Weissman. And then from the front, it looks like a TVR yeah, I don't know how to say that word. But that actually looks really, really nice. So those last two cars were sort of more classics, but this is definitely a lot more of a 90s, 2000s car, and it looks insane. So let's go in and see what we can change. There we go. It's called the Bravado Vernier. Vernier. Strange name. Repair vehicle. Apparently, I think it means loser in German, but I could be wrong. So we've got armor, brakes, bumpers. Oh, we've got a huge amount to change here. So we've got painted. Well, that looks like, that's so not different. Painted and carbon splitter, that's supposed to be. We've got that one. Painted bumper and splitter. Custom front splitter. Curved aero splitter. Flat aero splitter. Slightly changed. And the GT bumper. Which one looks the best? I kind of think this one. I kind of think the curved aero splitter one looks the best. So I'm going to go for that one. Then on the exhaust, nothing to change for the back, by the way. Interestingly. Exhaust, we've got stock. We've got dual. We've got race. What's the stock one look like? It's actually got one in the middle. I quite like the one that's in the middle that's stock, to be quite honest with you. But for the sake of showing you all the mods, let's just go for the race exhaust. Fenders, stock fenders, or racing with... Oh, they're nice. They're pretty mean. They're pretty meaty looking. On the hood, we've got stock hood, vented hood. We've got the carbon hood. Oh, that's secondary colour, sorry. Secondary colour vented hood, a carbon hood, a ram air hood, and then a carbon vented hood. Let's go for that one. That's looking pretty sweet. Horn lights, mirrors. Or we can change the mirrors with this one. Color-coded mirrors, carbon mirrors, or custom mirrors. Custom mirrors it is. Just it looks different. Plates are all going to be the same. Respray roll cage. We've got roll cage, color-coded roll cage, or secondary roll cage. So the roll cage is actually chrome. I'm going to keep it chrome. And then we've got skirt. There's actually loads to change with this one. This is amazing. We've got carbon skirts. Not that much, but it adds a little bit of flair. Spoilers. We've got tuna wing. Yeah, that's all right. Secondary wing. Oh, okay, it's the same but secondary color. Drift wing that's only got one thing in the front. Oh, wow. One thing in the middle, rather. Color-coded wing. Oh, wow, that's pretty meaty. Or the GT wing. It looks like... Oh, I see. On the top, they're different. Okay. I'm going to go for that one. That color-coded wing. Because that looks insane. Suspension, all the way down. Transmission, turbo, wheels, windows. I'm going to keep those wheels, but I'm going to respray this one in a different color. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very TVR-esque, actually. Let's go for that one. Let's go for pearlescent. Sorry, you must have a metallic. Okay, let's go for a metallic purple, like a bright purple. And then we go to pearlescent. And then, oh, here we go. This is it. This is the TVR color. Let's go for just that, isn't it? Just go for that blue. What other things we got in the greens here? I can't actually see any of the greens. Okay, the greens are actually not that good. Although that's kind of similar. Oh no, so's that one, but it's actually really subtle the way you can see it. But that does... You need to mix more more pearlescent colors. It'd be nice if we can have two different things, because I want the green and the blue. But I think I'm going to go with the blue on this one. So there we go. Let's just drive this outside and check this baby out. Okay, this is amazing. It sort of with that spoiler, it looks very similar to the TVR Speed 12 in a way, especially with this color. Oh, it looks beautiful. This is definitely my favorite car, apart from maybe the armored cars and the limo, because they do look pretty cool. Oh, and the V12, what is it? The V12 Shafter, I think they're called. That's actually pretty interesting because of the top speed thing. But as far as looks go, this is unbeatable. What's it like on the inside? Okay, inside's actually pretty boring. I don't know. Is this one different to all of the others? I can't really tell. They all look very similar. But this is just amazing. And it sounds pretty nice as well. So there we go. That is it. That is all of the cars in DLC. There is actually some extra helicopters and some extra boats, but I'm not going to be checking those out in this video. Maybe not even at all, actually, because they all look so rather similar that I don't think it really matters. But there are a couple of other things from this DLC that I am going to be covering in other videos, or perhaps I've already covered them in a video, and this is the secondary one. I don't know what order I'm going to put these out yet. I'm recording these in bulk and going crazy because Christmas is just around the corner for me. So there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.